Hi, everyone. There's a little misunderstanding. You can join the live on the link that I've sent in the chat, and you can leave this room. It will be streamed live on YouTube, the ceremony. Thank you.
Hello, is anyone here?
Righto, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we began with a little bit of a technical glitch, and we're ending, I think, with a little bit of a technical glitch too. No, we're not ending with a technical glitch. Well, the intention was that Kewan would be able to get film or videos of his international helpers from many different parts of the world. So I'm not quite sure whether that has been possible or not. It looks like he's cautiously optimistic, but you never know, and he knows that I have to keep talking. So I have a certain amount of practice in keeping talking from the keynote address. I've never had so much praise for a speech, but most of the praise, I think, was for the way I acted as a stand-up comic at the beginning of the whole thing. So there just one tiny little housekeeping detail. When you go, would you mind leaving the lanyards at reception, please? Because they can actually be reused, and we are very mindful of the environment here, James, aren't we? Very mindful of the environment. Of course, some people can be very unfortunate with their luggage. And I was somewhat shocked this afternoon at a dialogue between Mrs. Francesca Attard and young Kewan Hundermark, whom some people call Wundermark or Wunderkind, because he really has been a Wunderkind. So they were talking about laundry, that he was going to give her laundry, or was she going to give him laundry? So you can understand how shocked I was at this. I really didn't know what was going on at all. But it turns out that he really didn't have any clothes to wear, and she has lent him clothes for the length of the conference. So they've had to reach an arrangement over laundry. So I have never, ever been in a conference before which has ended up with laundry. Have you? Okay, so Kewan, what's the situation there from your end? Are you ready to show your international people? You are? Okay, well, put them up, and I would like to come up here to the podium if you would.
So, yes. So thank you for sharing my dirty laundry. Honestly. My mother will be well pleased. I was looked after very well, so this is a good thing. So, as you all know, this conference would not have happened without a lot of people working behind the scenes. And this is not only people who are here, and we do thank MCAST for the effort in putting in the technology and making sure all the things were running properly, but this also comes down to a lot of volunteers who have helped us out. So I would like to call them up. Some of them are online, and some of them are here in person. First of all, we had a management team. So for the last 2 days, I've been pretty relaxed because everything has been dealt with. And this is thanks to Yulia Shimilova, who is joining us from Finland. She's been running with admin, assistant management, oversight, communications, and basically spitballing for ideas. We then have Thank you, Yulia. Thank you for all that you have done and just listening to me complaining and telling me how to do things better. I appreciate that. The same goes for Matea Golem. Matea has helped us set up our technical systems. She's managed to connect in the teams and make sure that the calendar options were available. She isn't joining us today, but Matea, when you watch the recording, thank you. We really appreciate you. 4 o'clock in the morning, responding to messages, 8 a.m. back again. It's been brilliant. And she's been writing exams this last week, so kudos to you. She's joining us from Croatia. Then we have Sarah Ahmed. Sarah has helped us set up our line-upper. She has had a team working with her, and extremely responsive. Again, any time of day or night, you get this message, okay, done, sorted. So Sarah's been joining us from Pakistan. Thank you so very much. And then we have Charity Ching. Charity has been working as an intern with us at the EAIR, and she has done a fantastic job in all spheres, from managing financing and accounts and sending you guys all invoices, please don't hate her, along with helping with social media posts and scheduling those, making sure that data management between who's coming to what events and everything was all organized and double-checked manually. So Charity, thank you for your work, thank you for helping us out, and thank you for joining us from Hungary. Then we had a battery of technical assistants. Now, these were split into on-campus and online, and I'm going to call them out in their track groupings because you'll probably recognize them from sitting in a room. So in track 1, we had Sofia Zuniga here, and Sofia, you can come up and join us on stage, and Lini Sultana, who is joining us from Hungary. Oriana Mitzi and Nayab Nadim were working in track 2. Nayab is joining us from Pakistan. Ivanka Fiorini and Linda Shi joining us from China, working in track 3. Aisha Behalim and Katalia Han, who is joining us all the way from Australia, in track 4. Sebel Malia Ashabane and Cheryl Penn joining us from China. And that was track 5. Sophia Machina and Deborah Dechelis. I think I said that one right, I'm sorry. Then Deborah's from Malta and Sophia as well, so they're working together hand in hand. Emmanuel Nafor, who's sitting working at the back there, managing all the plenary sessions, track 7 sessions, and his assistant, Lucina Tsui from China. And Tatiana Trepeska, who has been on standby. Come join us up, please. Joining us with jumping between rooms, helping where necessary. Thank you so very much. Then we had some others still. We had Hamna Wahid working on line-upper from Pakistan. Tayyab Saeed, also working on line upper and reporting, coming from Pakistan. Leo He, coming from China, working on reporting, and Xiu Chen, also working on reporting, coming from China. So we have had a very diverse group. Thank you all. Thank you for sending us tons of messages. I hate you, but I love you. Thank you for helping each other. When questions came up, they've helped each other. They've sorted this out. So well done. You've made this a success.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's one very big thank you that I'm going to utter. I, of course, endorse Kewan's thanks of all these wonderful young people who have helped us so much, but I think we've got to express our appreciation and gratitude to Kewan himself. So you've been an absolute inspiration, Kewan, by your calmness, and I know you didn't always feel calm inside, but you always had such a pleasant manner with people, and calmness and courtesy and competence were your watchwords, and we are deeply grateful to you. Now, James Kaleya is going to take the podium in a minute, but I would like to thank James very much on behalf of the EAIR for a wonderful conference. I think it has gone extremely well. I think we've experienced very precious networking and meetings, interpersonal relations, and we've been very much impressed by the professionalism of the MCAST staff. You have organized everything beautifully for us, and we are in great admiration of your facilities and your new building, and you wish to congratulate you on that, James, and we wish you joy and prosperity in MCAST. And we thank you and your co-workers. I know you're going to mention them by name. You will do that, but I would like to thank you on behalf of EAIR. You've done a fantastic job with us and for us.
So the list is long, as you can see. But thank you so much, Rosalind. Up till yesterday evening, he was Kwan for me. Then yesterday evening, someone said to me, he's not Kwan, but Kewan. So, but this is the first time in many months that I'm seeing him with a nice smile, and that makes me very happy. And dressed up, of course, thanks to the sponsors you have had. But I'm equally pleased, first of all, that you have chosen Malta as your venue for this conference after 2 years missing EAR. So we are very proud to host you here. All good things come to an end, that's very true, but we feel very satisfied that we are now part of your network, and we want to remain part of your network. You managed to steal one of my flags from the poles out there, I noticed, which is fine with me. There's a cost to it, of course. I'm very pleased that you will be taking this flag with you wherever you go with EAR. And since there is intellectual property on it, so every year there's a fee which you need to pay. They don't know anything about this, but this flag will be carried with you wherever you go with your conference every year. It can only be improved, I would imagine, Kewan. So I'm very happy that you're taking this flag with you. So this is our present to EAIR. But obviously nothing happened. Ah, that's even nicer. It matches your outfit. Ah. Nothing happens true miracles anymore. So first and foremost, we needed to secure the funding, as you know, which was crucial. But we had the Ministry for Education, which was very supportive, although they had no idea what EAIR actually means, but we managed to convince the ministry to give us some money, the HSBC Bank and the APS Bank, as well as MG2I, which is the MCOS Gateway to Industry, which is our private company here at MCOS. So these are people that we are grateful for their support. I'm very happy to have received from you also copies of your last publication, which will be in our library. So thank you very much, because Edel has passed them on to me yesterday evening. They will be in the library there. But then there are several other people whom I just want to mention very quickly. From the MG2I, there's Stephen Vella and Chris Gregg. Chris Gregg was the man looking after you in Melleha, where some of you were for that festa, and yesterday for the nice gala dinner we had in Valletta. So they worked very, very hard. Then other people behind the scenes, such as the Deputy Principal responsible for administration, Philip Vella, who will look into every single euro cent that we need to exchange between us later today or in the coming months. Richard and his team, Noel and Grace, and then the IT and maintenance team of MCOST. I mean, every chair, every carpet, everything you see in this room has been prepared by them over the weekend. But they did it with great enthusiasm, and they are a very good team. I'm so pleased with them. I'm seeing Charles at the very end of the room. Yeah, he's everywhere. These are people that if I were to clone, I would. One of them is Charles Duncan, but there are others, of course, like Daniel and James, Maruska, Mark and Ryan. They have been all over the place trying to sort out all our electronic devices. Then there are the track chairs, whom you have already thanked, but I must be also grateful for the track chairs. I am one of them, of course, but I had also Anne Gannon at the back, somewhere there. We have had one of the largest, I think, tracks with about 15 presentations, so it wasn't an easy matter, but we've done pretty well, and I loved working with you, Anne. Then, of course, at the reception, Jacqueline, Claire, Francesca Ruizi, I'm not sure if she's here, but she's the data analyst. There she is. She only speaks with numbers. She's our data analyst, numbers, every day. But in order to have this full success here, Edel, who was chairing this morning's meeting, she has a whiteboard in her office. We can't afford electronic boards in her office. So she had a whiteboard, and she got this intuition about, I don't know, 100 days ago, putting numbers. So it's 100, and then she put 99, and then it's 98. And then I said, what the hell is going on here? She said, those are the remaining days for the EAR. And when the numbers were coming down, then the tension was increasing. So this is what made the real success of this conference, Cuban. You need to know this. Okay, so, but at the very, very end, apart from thanking Edel and, of course, Pierre Dalmas, Deputy Principal. Pierre has a formidable team. He's our quality assurance team. We have a number of lecturers here as well who have really enjoyed your company. But finally, of course, I need to inform you that in Malta we have, the population is about 500,000. Maybe you've already discovered that, but I thought I should inform you before you leave that we are about 500,000. We over an area which is only 315 kilometers square, so we're pretty, close to each other, but it doesn't matter. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't. If you want to pray, we have 365 churches. So one church every day, you can go anywhere you like. And if you want to drive in Malta, we have about 460,000 cars. So we're pretty equipped with cars if you want to go around here. But there are only two persons who really made this thing happen. And those two persons are Kewen, whom we already gave a round of applause. But the other person that I would like us to join us on this podium. Here is Francesca Attard. You should come here. She had many breakdowns, many breakdowns. But now, look at her smile and the smile and Kewen. That shows that this has been a good success. She was on the spot every day, in contact with Kewen mostly every day these last few months, and therefore I had no services whatsoever coming from policy, but that doesn't matter. But she has looked into every detail, and I admire her commitment towards this conference. If it wasn't for her and for Kewen, this wouldn't have been possible. So I am really appreciative of all the hard work you have done. So you have seen the results. This is good results, Rosalind, no? So I am very pleased that now we are part of this network, and now we have the experience of organizing your EAR. So you never know, you might come back for the heat, for the organization. You might choose Malta again in the future. So to all of you, thank you so much for your participation, for coming over, for hopefully spending some money in Malta, and for hopefully you come back as tourists or as academicians or faculty in our exchanges with our college. So thank you very much, and have a safe journey back home. Thank you.
Now, I would like to introduce the chairman of the program committee for the next conference, which will be in Upper Austria, Oberösterreich in Linz. And I have noticed that there are a lot of gifted young people whose first time it is to attend the EAIR conference. I would very much like to encourage you to continue. So our friends in Oberösterreich have prepared a video, and Professor Dr. Silke Preimann is going to say some words about Linz, which is her institution. Silke, over to you.
Thank you, Rosalind, for your very kind words. It's really a great pleasure for us to be next year's host of the EAIR Forum in Linz. In Linz we have one of our 4 campuses in Upper Austria. We will do our very best to make next year's conference as enjoyable and as exciting as this year's conference. Obviously, Austria or Upper Austria is in Malta, so we don't have any nights. Of course, we don't have the sea, but we have some churches as well, and we will try to make the Danube as blue as the Mediterranean. Yes, as I said, we have prepared a video. I just want to give you a very short impression into our institution, what we are doing, and where you are supposed to head in the next year, in the next year.
I've seen you grow and stride across the centuries, but never have I seen you as I see you now. You've realized that the magic of life lies in diversity, in community, and togetherness. You have begun to see yourselves the way you really are. You've learned to listen to each other, sharing inspiration, to nurture every individual's potential. You have created places where there is room for education, space for curiosity, places where your actions serve a world worth living in, a world where give and take is neatly balanced, where you value nature and everything around you, where you enjoy the fullness of life, where you are rich without depriving others. Before, you used to strive for goals without enjoying the journey. But now you know that everything takes time. Each idea, each thought, each human being, time to grow and reflect, time for success and fun. Your thirst for knowledge and your spirit of discovery have moved you forward. Today, you blend your change with foresight. You have begun to shape the technological and digital revolution in your own sense, with empathy for others and the collective good, with respect for nature. The world is changing. Shape it with us at next year's EAIR Forum in Linz, Austria. Discuss with us ongoing transformations and how higher education can contribute to shaping the world of tomorrow.
Now, I'm just going to tell you the story, the background story about the flag. We have a delegate, a conference participant from Latvia, and he said we were losing the history of the EAIR. And we did have a flag which had been made by the mother of one of our long-serving members in Spain, and somehow or other that flag got lost. And Yanis was very, very sorry about that flag. So anyway, I'm very grateful to James and to MCAST for giving this flag. I hope, James, and I'm going to hand it over ceremonially now to Silke Preimann for Oberösterreich. Silke, here is the flag.
Just quickly, if you haven't received your forum book, please feel free to grab one at the reception area. If there are some extras and you feel like you would like to take some extras with you, feel free to take one extra if you need. But make sure that everybody gets. Thanks, everyone.